I'm not here to tell you that Hoshino Ko is a great series. In fact, I'm not even here to tell you what Hoshino Ko is about. What I am here to do is tell you that its protagonist, Hoshino Aqua, is in fact a perfect character. And obvious spoilers ahead, it's because he's exactly like me. Let's break it down. From the outside, Aqua has what we like to call a high degree of hotness. If I were a blonde Japanese boy with blue eyes and short hair, this is probably exactly what I would look like. Symbolically, blonde hair on a Japanese character usually signifies that they are, in some way, an outsider, which Aqua obviously is. He radiates lone wolf alpha energy, with a ruggedly handsome exterior, but a dark, dangerous interior. If you want to test my patience, if you want to test his patience, you're going to see just how dangerous he really can be. I'd also like to draw some attention to the star in his eye, which he inherited from his mother. Normally, you'd expect a character with a star in his eye to be somehow hopeful for the future, like a starry-eyed young man, but Aqua is actually kind of the opposite. He's far too jaded to have hope for the future. Interestingly, his sister Ruby also has a star in her eye. Together, they obviously represent the stars Pollux and Castor from the Gemini constellation. This is actually some pretty clever wordplay, as Aqua is able to pull locks of girls, and as for Ruby, well, the manga loves to cast her aside. While we're talking about wordplay, we have to talk about Aqua's name. His proper name is Hoshino Aquamarine. He got the surname Hoshino from his mother, likely to pay a subtle homage to the fact that he is her son. The name also sounds a lot like the title, Hoshino Ko. Now, is there a connection here? Probably. Now, I'm sure the name has some other Japanese meaning, but Japanese, and I don't know Japanese, so if they wanted me to dig into the meaning of that, they really should have just made the whole thing in English. But half of his name is in English. Aquamarine is a combination of two different words, aqua and marine. Aqua is a word that means water, which is at times the calmest, and at other times the most unforgiving element of the periodic table. Marine, meanwhile, is a reference to the US military branch of the Marines. Therefore, Aquamarine is a calm soldier. But we're not really here to talk about just the superficial stuff. Let's talk about everything else about his personality. Aqua is smart, and I'm not just talking clever or witty. This man was a doctor in his past life, and he retained all of that information. And because he outclasses everyone, school is just boring to him. Maybe not everyone can relate to this, but I certainly can. And it doesn't just stop at academics. Aqua is, for the most part, an outsider to the entertainment industry, but he still manages to flip the whole thing on its head. In his past life, Aqua was just like you or me, a casual observer with an unrelated full-time job. But now that he's actually part of the entertainment world, he doesn't need to rely on video essays or Twitter arguments to prove his point. Instead, through his actions, he proves that all of his opinions and ideas are ubiquitously correct, oftentimes outplaying industry veterans. On a similar note, if everyone just listened to me, I believe I could fix all of Hollywood's problems. Every single one. Aqua lets people like me vicariously live out our dreams of solving everyone's problems, being correct all the time, and having an opinion that people actually care about. I was editing this video, and I had to go back and actually watch the anime. And as it turns out, Aqua is also a video editor. Check this out. That's literally me. That's what I'm doing right now. He's literally me. Now, perhaps Aqua's most important character trait is his otaku nature. He is a simp. In his life as a doctor, he obsessed over the idol Ai Hoshino. In fact, he was such a big fan of Ai that when he died, he was reincarnated as her infant son. I mean, it really is the next logical step in their relationship. Step 1, she doesn't know him. Step 2, he devotes his life to her. Step 3, she becomes his doting mother. From there, he devotes his life to her not as a stranger, but as one of the few people she can authentically say she loves. In this way, Aqua is just like me. Now, does his obsession with this anime girl ruin any chance he has of a meaningful relationship with anybody else in his life? Yeah, but that only serves to further his relatability. To Aqua, every other person is just a tool, a means to an end to further his goals of... Wait, am I the problem here? No, I'm completely different. I'm not like a simp. Like, if put into the exact same situation as Aqua, I think I could make it work without being weird about it. Lots of friendship, lots of affection, but like, a very strong distance between us, a very healthy distance between us. I'm sure I could pull it off. And in fact, I think people would like me so much that really any celebrity would recognize that I have value. And at that point, I get validation from the only group of people that matters to me. People I've never met and will probably never meet because they don't know who I am. I need to rethink the script. Aqua is fantastic because he is the first and only character to properly capture my essence. He's cool and calculating, but more to the point, he's always correct about everything, even in industries he really has no business being correct in. You're probably wondering why I haven't sued the company for just copying my emotional likeness, but at the end of the day, I think they're really doing us a service. And who knows, maybe in my next life I'll be reincarnated, not as Aqua, but maybe as his son. I love you, Dad.